Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. In this video, we are looking at the NBA slate for Saturday. We have a 10-game slate tonight, so let's get right into it. As always, appreciate it if you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already, and let's get right into it. We have a lot of potential injury news on the slate, a lot of questionable tags, like it's been recently for NBA. But let's go ahead and just work with what we got. So, point guard options, you got Russell Westbrook, $11,000. You got three top end guys to pay up for. Westbrook's been doing great. Didn't have to do much last night against Cleveland. Still had a triple double, only played 31 minutes, which is a good thing for him on a back to back set against Dallas, so he should still be fresh. Instead of playing like 38, 39 minutes, usually got a couple of, basically got the fourth quarter off last night, so he should be good to go for another full workload today. And then you have Luka Doncic, Porzingis. Guy cannot stay healthy. He got hurt after he barely returned, barely played any minutes. Played like under 20 minutes, and then he got hurt somehow. But if he doesn't play today, Luka Doncic looks better. It's a great spot to target some pieces from this game. And then Steph Curry is $10,600. He also gets a great spot against Houston. They play really no defense, and there's a chance Oubre and or Draymond are out today. If those guys are out, then Curry looks even better. So right now, I'd probably give the edge to Steph Curry. I just like him if there is no Green or Kelly Oubre, but then I would go Westbrook then Doncic. And then Trae Young returned last night against Philly. They got blown out. Played 28 minutes. He was okay. I mean, didn't really get the other teammates involved. Only had 4 assists, but did have the scoring to go with it. 32 points. I'd rather go all the way up, I think, or go in the mid range. I'm not really looking at Trae Young today, and then Brogdon is questionable. Good sign that he's not already doubtful or ruled out for this one. I probably don't think he'll play against OKC. I mean, they should be able to handle them without him, as long as maybe Sabonis is back. But if he's out, then that just makes LeVert look better. It just makes McConnell look like a great value play. And then Garland is questionable. Sexton's already $8,100, but Sexton would benefit without Garland. You'd see Chetty play good minutes as well. But I don't really want to go to them. I target too much of Cleveland against the Heat. And then Van Fleet looks better today. It's a tough matchup, but there is no Kyle Lowry who's out today. So Van Fleet would look better just because he'll get the ball in his hands a little bit more. And then Kevin Porter Jr., fresh off of a 78-point performance, was unstoppable. 51 or 50 and 11 for him against the Bucks. Had him on FanDuel, didn't have him on DraftKings. Kind of a big mistake last game. I think you can definitely go to him today against Golden State. This game hopefully will be close and competitive. And then you're looking at the value range here with like D'Angelo Russell, Cole Anthony has some okay value plays in the 6K range. Graham's been playing better. He's $6,400. And then some of the better value is in the 4K range with maybe Campazzo. Ricky Rubio finally had a good game against Golden State. He's still very cheap. And then Flynn is only $4,300. Right now, I like Malachi Flynn. Will be starting in place of Lowry. Should get you over 30 minutes. Been playing a lot better recently, and I feel confident that he'll at least hit you 6x value and potentially get you into the 30s in terms of DraftKings points. At shooting guard, top end, yeah, Paul George, he's 10,000. Don't really want to go to him if Kawhi Leonard returns. And then Beal is 98. Probably rather go to Westbrook. And then, yeah, Rozier looks fine at 878. I like LeVert if there is no Brogdon. He would just get so much extra usage. And then Clarkson is 75. They haven't been doing. They got blown out last night in Phoenix, so he only played 28 minutes. Only shot 3 of 15. Tough day for him. He hasn't really got. There have been 2 blowouts since Conley's been out, and I don't think Conley will return today. So if you expect this game to be close, and you can definitely go to Clarkson. And then I definitely go Clarkson over Ingles. Ingles' price tag is quickly rising. He's over $7,000 now. If they are without Kelly Oubre, then I would go to Wiggins, $7,100. And then the Thunder are without Dort today, so that would make Svi look better as a value play. It would make Ty Jerome look like a good value play. And then other candidates here in the 4K range are Campazzo, $4,800. As like kind of the main guy that looks somewhat appealing. And then the value range, it's Svi Mikhailuk and Ty Jerome. Jerome is only $3,700, and Svi is only $3,400. So they would both benefit today. Small forward, definitely gonna play Luka Doncic. He's a top end guy to play at this position. Other guys that I am interested in are kind of some of the cheaper plays here. In the like 5 and 6K range, you can look to Kyle Anderson, $5,800 as a mid-range option for you. You can look to Jayshawn Tate, $6,100, and then you have the Pistons, very limited. So you can look to Sadiq Bey. You have Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson, tough day just in terms of not getting minutes. He only played 19.4 minutes. Super annoying. He got taken out with like 6 minutes to go in the third, and then he never returned. Don't know what was up with that because he was playing well, he was shooting the ball well, and only took 5 shots, made 3 of them. Was getting to the free throw line. If he played his normal 27 to 30 plus minutes, I mean, without Grant and Plumlee, we would have expected him to go play like 31, 30 minutes. Only played 20. Don't know what happened. But today I feel good about his chances to get back up to 30 minutes because not only are the Pistons without Grant, without Plumlee, without Joseph, etc., but they're without Diallo, and Diallo was the guy that closed over Josh Jackson. Diallo is doubtful today, so that will definitely open up more minutes for Josh Jackson. And if he gets over 30 in this matchup, I expect him to be able to hit value at $6,000. Power forward, we have Zion, $9,900. Not going to be able to get to him at that price tag. He's been good, but the peripherals have kind of disappeared recently. Just 8 rebounds, 2 rebounds, 1 rebound the other 2 previous games. The assist numbers are going to definitely go down now that Lonzo is back up to full speed. He's still going to take a lot of shots, but he's also a guy that doesn't get you very many block shots or steals, so I don't want to pay $10,000 for him. I'd rather maybe take a shot on Sabonis if he's not on a limit if he plays, especially if there's no Brogdon. And now he can, like, Olynyk's been playing out of his mind. He's $7,300, but he's been unstoppable shooting the ball, and he's been getting you double-doubles. So I like a couple of other Rockets over him, like Wood and Porter, but you can definitely play all 3 of them just because they're going to get so much usage without John Wall. If there's no Draymond, Juan Toscano Anderson looks like a decent value play. Oubre would look better. He might even start if there is no Draymond. He's only $6,200 if he plays. And then you have in the value range, you can I think at small forward, I forgot to mention Sadiq Bey. He's only $5,200. He looks like a good value as well. Wish we could play him at power forward, but we can basically go down here if we wanted to for some value. We have Roby's been playing limited minutes, but he's been really hitting value, so he makes sense as a tournament option. Doesn't really need to do much, especially without Dort today. There'll be some more usage and scoring options for the rest of the guys. And that's kind of it. I think, Bogdanovich is 66, so he's not the best value. Beasley looks a little bit better today without Dort. Moving on to center. At the top end, I like Jokic, definitely at 10-7. I like him more than Towns, more than Vooch, more than Williamson. Christian Wood is a guy I want to pay up for. He's 87 against Golden State. I think he should have success against Looney. He plays huge minutes. Him, Porter, Olynyk, all playing big-time minutes. Wood gives you big scoring upside, shoots the 3, gets rebounds. He gets some block shots, steals. There's a little bit of everything except for assists, even though those have been fine recently. $8,700 against Golden State. Definitely love that price tag. And I feel like it's a spot where I could go with 2 centers because I definitely want to go to Isaiah Stewart as well at $6,500. No Plumlee, so we should see around 30 minutes out of Stewart. A guy that, is going to probably get you a double-double, get you some block shots. He's been great in that with getting block shots. And as long as he's not in heavy foul trouble, I expect him to crush against this Hornets front court. And at the guard spot, you can plug in Kevin Porter Jr. Wanted to get another piece of the Rockets side from the Rockets against Golden State. Definitely don't mind getting to Kevin Porter at $7,400. And then the last guy is Sadiq Bey, $5,200. He plays big minutes. Like, you should expect him to play mid-30s, high 30s potentially today without Diallo. He shoots the ball well, gets you rebounds, and definitely like to target some Pistons today against the Hornets. So that's it on DraftKings. Looking at the Pistons look very appealing, the Rockets look appealing, and then I have to wait and see on some of these injury news on the Golden State side, on the Pacers side. That would definitely impact the slate. So that's it for DraftKings. Let's look at FanDuel. FanDuel, no surprise, Westbrook, Luka, Steph Curry are your top 3 point guards. I love Curry's price tag at only $9,700, especially if they're without Draymond or Kelly Oubre. He's just been playing great. He would be my favorite point guard to target. And then other guys that look appealing are like Cole Anthony at only $6,000. Could go to Kobe White if you wanted to, but McConnell would look great if there is no Brogdon and he starts. And then you have a very cheap play in Rubio at only $4,300, and then you have $4,700 Malachi Flynn as the point guard. I'm going to be able to get up to Curry, I would say, so he's my favorite right now. At shooting guard, Paul George, if there is no Kawhi Leonard, looks fine against Denver, $9,400. I like him a little bit more than Bradley Beal. If there's no Brogdon, then definitely fire up some LeVert at 81. You have Van Fleet at $7,400. Without Kyle Lowry, he looks good. And then Clarkson is still continues to be very nicely priced on FanDuel. Hopefully, we have one of these games where he's forced to play big minutes. Hasn't happened yet in the last couple games, but he looks good. Graham's been playing great ball. He's only $6,200. And then you have Josh Jackson, $5,400. Now, as long as he gets up to his minutes, I think he'll be able to hit value. Like that price tag on him. At $5,400, if you wanted to go up to Clarkson, you could. Might as well just go to Clarkson, I would say. I think Clarkson looks good at Graham and Josh Jackson. If for some reason they decide to play Mike Conley against this Raptors team, then I would get off of Clarkson, but I don't expect him to play. And then for value, we can maybe look to Ty Jerome at $4,200 as a potential option. And then I think Svi is only $3,800. So small forward, we have Butler 98. Definitely don't want to pay that much for him. I'd rather go to like a Michael Porter or go down to like a Brennan Ingram. Brissett is up to 7,000, so I don't want to pay that much for him. I mean, tough to pass on Porter after his huge performance. At only $6,100, he's like my favorite point per dollar play at small forward. You can look to these Jazz guys here, probably Ingles and Bogdanovich. And then you have Sadiq Bey sitting at only 5K. You have Anderson at $5,200. Both of those guys will get you some good runs a day. Power forward, Williamson looks a lot better on FanDuel at only $8,900. But I like Christian Wood a little bit more. I like Siakam as well, $8,000. And then you can go down to a Stewart, $5,900. He looks very appealing. And Roby's up to 55, so I don't want to pay him that. I don't want to pay that much for him on FanDuel. And that would look to like Gordon is only $4,600. No, he hasn't been great, but that price tag is getting pretty ridiculous for Gordon on FanDuel. And then last but not least, at center, a lot of options here. You have Jokic as your top end guy, and then there's a big drop off, so you definitely could make an argument to go Towns or Vooch over Jokic. Olynyk's been playing great, but I'd probably go to like Vooch or Towns over him. And then I would like Gobert at only $7,900, especially if there is no Conley again. Right now, I like Gobert to get a piece of the Jazz side, and against Toronto, like Birch is probably not going to be able to match up to Gobert in terms of stopping him from getting rebounds and kind of just dominating the paint. So that's it for FanDuel. Still easy with over 5K left. Hopefully, guys enjoy the video. We get a lot of news on the slate, so things will change, but this is a first look that I like. So thanks for watching. Best of luck, and I'll see you all next time.